Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Bears and the NFC North landscape. Rumors are swirling, and insiders like Diana Rossini are dropping some pretty intriguing hints that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers might be open to trading one of their most valuable assets, Tristan Wirfs. Yeah, you heard right. The all-pro tackle, who's been a cornerstone of Tampa's offensive line, might soon find himself in a different shade of blue. Chicago Bears blue, that is. And if this deal goes down, it might seriously reshape the division and give Chicago a much-needed boost up front, especially in protecting Justin Fields and establishing a dominant running game. Let's break down what's swirling in these rumors. Tampa, currently sitting at 3-7, is in a bit of a rebuild mode. They're cap-strapped with about $8 million in space and have bigger priorities like extending Baker Mayfield, who's been decent but not spectacular. They're also focusing on freeing up cash to bolster their secondary, which has been leaking points, giving up 26 points per game. Meanwhile, their offensive line, which has been a bit shaky, especially with injuries, might be in line for some major upgrades. Tristan Wirfs, considered one of the best young tackles in the league, could be on the move, and reports suggest the Buccaneers are asking for a second-round pick in 2026 and a fourth in 2027 in return. That's a pretty steep price. But if you're the Bears, you're getting a proven elite tackle who can anchor your line for years to come. And why would the Bears be interested? Well, for starters, their offensive line has been a bit fragile, especially on the interior. With Whitehair out for 3 games due to shoulder injury, and other guards battling injuries, protecting Justin Fields has been a challenge. The Bears have struggled with sacks, allowing 24 so far this season, which is a big reason why their offense hasn't been as explosive as it could be. They've been searching for that foundational piece to solidify the line, to give Fields the time he needs to make plays downfield and to open lanes for the ground game. Wirfs, with his profile, he's a 2025 prospect, has started 6 games this season with a PFF grade of 92.0 and wins 86% of his run blocks. Could be that guy. His footwork, efficiency, and ability to anchor in the pocket are exactly what the Bears need to elevate their offensive front. Imagine this. With Wirfs protecting Justin Fields' blindside, the Bears could see a jump of over 500 rushing yards, pushing their ground game from around 130 yards per game to over 180. That's a massive upgrade, especially considering how much they want to lean on the run. Swift, in particular, would benefit tremendously from better blocking, and his yards per carry could skyrocket with Wirfs anchoring the line. Plus, this move would help in the passing game, reducing pressure and sacks. Currently, Chicago has allowed 24 sacks, but with Wirfs, that number could drop to around 14, giving Fields more time to work his magic and get the ball downfield. This upgrade in the trenches isn't just about immediate improvements, it's about setting a foundation for sustained success. When you look at the impact on third-down conversions, the Bears could see a jump from 42% to nearly 58%. That's huge, folks. More conversions mean more sustained drives, more points, and ultimately more wins. And speaking of points, the Bears' offensive production could see a boost from around 24.2 points per game to over 29. That's a significant increase, and it could be the difference in tight games against division rivals like the Lions or Packers. But let's not forget the defensive side. Even though the primary focus here is on blocking, a stronger offensive line also means the defense gets some breathing room. With the offense controlling the clock better and the line holding up against pass rushers, the defense can stay fresh and be more aggressive. Right now, the Bears are ranked around the top 30 in minutes per game allowed, but with a more balanced team, they could push that number closer to 34, meaning more opportunities for turnovers and stops. Now, folks, this isn't just about this season. It's about the long-term vision for the Bears. Bringing in Wirfs would establish an elite offensive line, making Chicago a much more dangerous team in the NFC North. It's a move that echoes the kind of impact Wirfs had on Tampa's offense in 2023, boosting their EPA per run by plus 0.28 and helping them win more games. If the Bears can pull this off, It's not just a temporary fix. It's a statement that they're serious about contending for the playoffs and beyond. The odds for a Super Bowl run could jump from +13, 0 to +5, 0 with a move like this, especially if Wirfs helps turn the tide in the trenches and makes Chicago's offense more explosive and consistent. Of course, there are questions. Will the Buccaneers really give up Wirfs? They might be hesitant, given how young and talented he is. But if they're prioritizing cap space and rebuilding, and if the Bears are willing to part with a solid package of picks, this deal could happen. The key factors will be Tampa's willingness to move on from such a cornerstone and Chicago's ability to make the right offer. The potential for Wirfs to be a difference maker for the Bears' offensive line and their entire offense is huge. It's not just about adding another player. It's about transforming the entire unit and elevating the team to a new level. And let's not forget, Wirfs' presence could be a playoff X factor. His ability to protect the quarterback, open lanes for Swift, and help the Bears establish a more balanced attack could tilt the scales in their favor, especially in the late season when every game counts. It's a move that could define the direction of the franchise for years to come, and Bears fans should be excited about the possibility of finally solidifying the line with a player of Wirfs' caliber. Now, to wrap it all up, this is the kind of move that could send shockwaves through the NFC North and the NFC as a whole. The Bears are already on the rise, with Justin Fields showing flashes of greatness and a defense that's improving. Adding Wirfs could be the final piece needed to turn this team into a legitimate playoff contender, maybe even more. Keep an eye on this story because if it comes true, it'll be one of the biggest moves of the season and a sign that the Bears are ready to take their place among the league's elite. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think the Bears should pull the trigger and go all in for Tristan Wirfs? How do you see him fitting into the team's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion means a lot to us and the Bears. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Let's keep the passion alive and keep pushing for that Super Bowl dream.